Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Matt, we good?
Yep. Andrew Jones, go ahead.
RJ, can you explain kind of the vibe that you got from the guys when Miami made a first run? I think it was 14-2 after you guys took or 14-0 after you guys took a quick lead, and then they piled another run on top of another run. What was the vibe of the team, and what was the challenge in not being able to reverse the course of the game during that stretch?
We just had to told each other in the huddle that it begins with us, and we have to compete together. That's the only way. We're going to keep chipping away. They're a great team. It just wasn't our night tonight, so we have to go turn it around.
If I could ask a quick follow-up, what was the game plan in dealing with McGusty and Wong?
I mean, we know they're ISO players, so we just had to be in the gap and just talk. That was the main thing. And I don't think we did that today.
Thank you.
Brendan Marks.
Hey, RJ. Yeah, obviously, I don't want this to sound like a stupid question, but just from your perspective, what was the thing that went most wrong tonight?
We didn't bring our energy. We didn't play Carolina basketball tonight. Plain and simple. There's no beating around the bush. Yeah.
CL Brown.
RJ, what do you feel like the difference is? Why does there seem to be a difference between how you guys play at home and how you play on the road? Is there one thing in particular that you look at being, we need to do more of this when we go on road games?
I think we need, as a collective group, to bring our own energy and rely on each other. I think that will separate us and will help us along the way. If we, know what we're capable of, it's just about like when we go on the road, we have to bring our own energy. We can't, rely on other people, fans and whatnot. We have to be, the energizer for us to win games.
Was there ever a sense of oh no, here we go again, like Tennessee or like Kentucky? Like, was there ever a sense of that too during this game?
I mean, it kind of like if we fall a little bit the way we did the second half when we had a little bit of a run in the first, I think it would have been a different story. We just didn't execute none of our game plans tonight.
Gregory Hall.
So RJ, when you say about needing to bring your own energy, when you're up 5-2 and then they go on that 14-0 run, is that enough to just kind of knock it out and you guys just weren't able to claw back? Or why weren't you able to fight back after that 14-0 run? Was it something they were doing? Was it something you guys weren't able to do? Anything you can speak to there?
They made shots. I just think we couldn't cut the water leak. It was they were able to make shots down there on their end, and then coming down, we just weren't able to get defensive stops and then as well score and run our sets properly.
Did you feel ready to play more so than, say, the Tennessee game at the beginning? Because after a game like that, and even after the Kentucky game, you guys talked about how you just didn't come ready to play. Was that the case today, or was it different?
We just have to change our whole mindset. We can't. There's no walk in the park kind of games. There's no easy game for us. That's our main thing. And moving forward, like something's got to change.
PJ, go ahead.
Hey RJ, when you see Armando go down like that late in the game, how, like, just take me through kind of the feeling, that thought of, seeing not just, a teammate go down, but someone who's been such a game changer for y'all. It's just, how important has he been, so far, and any kind of injury to a guy like that, like what's kind of the mentality shock with that?
My first instinct was to make sure he was okay. I know it was a pretty hard fall. And Armando's been tremendous for us this year. So, he's definitely a game changer. He's definitely impacted the game in many ways, not just on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end. So, he seemed like he was able to get up on his own. So, I think he's okay.
Okay, Adam Smith, last one, and we'll get Coach Davis in here in a moment. Go ahead, Adam.
RJ, could you take a pulse to what the locker room is like after this thing? I mean, you're saying, and you guys need to change your mindset and things like that. And it seemed like after the Notre Dame game, Armando and Caleb, kind of called it an embarrassing loss. And this seems like it was much worse than Notre Dame. Like what would your take on the pulse of the locker room be?
I would say, there's not much talking we can do. We could say we could do this, we could do that, but our actions, are gonna have to, be that and be that factor that allows us to win games, allows us to compete each and every night. So I don't think there was any, motivation speaking wise. I think it's just our actions have to take place.
Thank you.
Thanks, RJ.